Culture, Community and Youth Minister Edwin Tong says new laws on community disputes are not meant to be overly prescriptive, but are aimed at enhancing social cohesion in Singapore. Mr. Tong was speaking after a 5-hour parliament debate where 20 MPs shared their concerns over the Community Disputes Resolution Bill.
We realize that disputes between neighbours, sometimes they have a religious undertone, sometimes there's an ethnic undertone, and if left unchecked, they can escalate very quickly. And it is very easy to label these disputes as one type or another, and that is really unhelpful. But those labels sometimes stick. And this then frays our relations, undermines our trust, and disrupts our social cohesion. And that's not something that we want to see.
Under new laws that were passed in Parliament, the new Community Relations Unit will investigate severe cases of neighbour disputes. Several MPs raised concerns about extreme cases where flats of recalcitrant residents could be seized by authorities.
Clause 36 of the bill proposes to enable HDB to compulsorily acquire a flat if the owner or an authorised occupier related to the owner is convicted of an abatement offence and has a prior record of another abatement or exclusion offence. I'm quite worried about the scenarios that could play out under this new power of HDB.
So these are quite severe actions. So I do like to ask SMS what measures will be put in place to safeguard against the abuse and ensure that the powers are exercised appropriately.
It stands to reason that in an extreme case where a HDB flat owner persistently and egregiously disturbs the peace of his neighbours, despite all measures such as abatement orders, that compulsory acquisition be also made available as a consequence of last resort. As with all compulsory acquisition cases, safeguards will be in place.
The new unit will focus on severe noise, the most common among cases in Singapore. Noise sensors will be installed to collect evidence with prior consent. A pilot will be conducted in Tampines from the second quarter of 2025. Mandatory treatment orders could also be issued to errant residents who may display mental health problems.
I wonder if the inclusion of an MTO through this bill stretches the argument past the need for public and social justice and encroaches into what could be well within a person's autonomy to decide on treatment for him or herself.
We will approach these cases with care and sensitivity and manage them differently from other cases. CRU officers will be trained to identify persons with mental health needs. When they come across such cases, they will bring in professionals from agencies such as the AIC to assist. CRU officers will seek to understand the unique challenges faced by these individuals and their caregivers and work with mental health professionals to refer them for the support needed.